Hi everyone, sorry for my look and my lying down position. This is day 2 of my microdiscectomy surgery. I had it yesterday on Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was extremely scared, and I also have a bunch of other health issues, and this is to kind of warn you. If you have health issues or chronic pain like I do, please tell your surgeon and your anesthesiologist before. It was my mistake and I didn't, and I'm certainly paying for that now. I have fibromyalgia and endometriosis, interstitial cystitis, and I suffer from chronic pain daily. And I didn't realize that surgery could exacerbate the problem and make my symptoms, let's just say, excruciating. So I left that part out and went full headstrong into the surgery. The first nurse I had was quite pleasant, I thought. She was really nice and answered my questions. The anesthesiologist came out and explained what was going to happen, and as well as the surgeon came out and took me into the operating room. I took all of my piercings out except for the one that I have in my face. I told them that I couldn't take it out, and they warned me of the cauterization and maybe feeling like a burning on the metal. And they taped it and were really okay with me. I started crying as soon as I went into the ER and saw all of the machinery and the lights, and they gave me something for anxiety, which was really nice. And there was about 8 or 9 people in the operating room, and it just happened fast. They put a mask on my face for oxygen, and they did my IV in my hand. And before I knew it, I was sleeping, thank goodness. I asked the person that puts you to sleep, make sure I'm asleep. Put me way under. And he kind of laughed, and he did that, so that was good. And I woke up in the recovery room, laying on my back, and I opened my eyes, and immediately I was blurry vision. I couldn't see anything at all. I heard voices. I heard the surgeon say something to me, but I couldn't quite make it out. And I heard the lady say that my heart rate and pulse was extremely fast. The machines were firing off like crazy. And then the pain came. I remembered, oh yeah, I just went for the first surgery I've ever had in my life, and I'm feeling it. It was like a fire just kind of like coming up over my body, and they gave me so much morphine, so much Dilaudid, that they said that it was enough for a 300-pound man, is what they gave me. They just kept giving it to me intravenously over the course of a couple of hours, because I was screaming. The pain was so intense. And I was allowed to see my family. I stayed in the ICU for about an hour, and then they moved me into just the nurses' stations so that I could be observed. The pain was so bad. I felt like a steamroller had ran over me, and I ended up telling the nurses about my fibromyalgia, and that's probably the cause of why I'm feeling this way, as well as I just had microdiscectomy surgery. So the surgeon came in. Sorry, my voice. I was intubated, and my throat is still extremely sore and raw from having the breathing tube in my throat. The surgery took about an hour and a half, and the surgeon came in after and informed me that the L45S1 herniation that I had was a whopper, to use his words. It was extremely large. He couldn't even believe it. The MRI showed it was a small herniation, and he said it was quite a whopper and surprised that I was doing as much as I was doing since June. Said it was going to be quite sore because of the work that he did and the things that he had to remove, and just not to get it wet and to walk right, lying down. I was supposed to be discharged at, I think, 1 o'clock, something like that. They actually said that if I don't walk, I'm not allowed to leave. I tried to get up out of bed, which was horrendous. My nurse turned into Nurse Ratchet. She became like Jekyll and Hyde. Horrible. And forced me up. No one could help me. Told my mom to not baby me, to leave me alone and let me do it on my own. She's a big girl. Okay. So I got up, I was able to stand on the side of the bed, and then I passed out from the pain, just the sheer pain and stress and shock on my body. I passed right out. My breathing became completely erratic, and I then had to lie down. They had to cool my temperature, gave me something for nausea and for pain again. And I laid there for about an hour before she made me try it again. So I chalked it up, I forced myself, and I walked the steps that I needed to just so that I could get home. I was sick of the nurse coming in telling me that it's going to be fine and stop, crying, and I'm going to send your family out if they're working you up and getting you upset. Meanwhile, I told her, you're a mean nurse and you shouldn't be a nurse because you have no compassion for people. So she quickly snapped out of it as soon as I told her I thought I liked her at first and now you're my mortal enemy. And I stayed there until about 5. They were concerned about me, and the person that wheeled me down in the wheelchair was absolutely in tears for me. She could just see the pain and stress in my body that I was going through. She barely wanted to take me out of that hospital and delivered me to my mom in the parking lot, and I just screamed the whole way home. I grabbed onto the handlebar above and I just screamed and braced myself. We drove 5 kilometers an hour back to my house, where my driveway was completely covered in, I would say, 5-6 centimeters of snow, and she had to shovel the driveway and I had to sit in the car. And then I got into my home and I am lying down. I did enough walking yesterday to just get myself situated and into the house and organized. I've decided to rent a hospital bed. I didn't want to do stairs and didn't want to have to walk to the bathroom that's quite far. Because of my IC, I do tend to use the washroom quite a bit, and that's exercise in itself. I get up 20, 30 times a night to go to the washroom, and I'm also suffering from gastritis as well. I got that before the surgery, so I'm quite a wreck to begin with. So I made it through the night. I haven't slept. I've been taking my medication every 4 hours as instructed, and nothing's helping me. I'm unable to lie on my back. It is like a hammer, and I saw the other videos to prepare myself for the pain, and there is nothing out there that is going to compare and tell you that that the pain is so bad. I saw ones where the people were up and walking and jogging and moving around, and they were fit and healthy when they went in. I am not that story. I am an unhealthy individual. I suffer from many illnesses. I suffer from chronic pain, so I am used to pain. And I could tell you that this is the worst pain that I've ever experienced in my life. And I've had some doozies. So if that tells you anything, it's just to kind of warn you that everybody is different, and you don't know how you're going to react to the surgery. 1 minute somebody can be walking around, sitting up, doing exercises, or you could be like me, lying in bed, unable to even eat. I'm just in so much pain. Thank God for the hospital bed that I rented. I recommend it. I don't care if I use it for 2 days, for 1 day. It's here, and it goes up and down when I need it, and I have a commode chair that I walk to. And I also rented a walker as well, so I could walk around my home when I feel like it. I'm not going to listen to the doctors because my body is different and it's affected differently. Everything hurts in my body, from my neck to my fingertips. My hair hurts. I'm having a fibromyalgia flare because of the surgery. It, I guess, interacted with each other, and my nerves are firing all at the same time. So I still have leg pain. I have everywhere pain. It's too early to tell if the surgery was successful or not. He did say that he took a substantial amount of pressure off of my sciatic nerve and the nerve root itself. So I'm suspecting that it's going to clear up. But right now I'm having a massive fibromyalgia flare-up. And my whole body feels like it's been steamrolled over and over and over on top of me. And my lungs hurt. It hurts to breathe. It hurts to talk. It just hurts. I'm extremely hot. My skin is extremely hot to touch. Anything on me hurts. The weight of the blankets hurts my body. The weight of people walking on the floor near my hospital bed is excruciating. I can feel the pressure, and when I sit, I feel like my spine is going to crack in half. I am really uncomfortable. I'm sorry if this update is not what you wanted to hear. I'm really sorry, but I have to tell you, if you have chronic pain or illness, please tell your surgeon so that he can properly help you and guide you in your aftercare. There's certain ways, I was reading on the internet last night, that they can actually position you when they intubate you and when they operate, that is less stress on your body. They can position your neck a different way. They can pad your arms a different way. So it takes the pressure off, because it says even though you're sleeping, your brain is still sending your body the pain receptors. So you're going to feel it after, and I am really, really feeling it. Everything is an effort. I log roll to sit up. It takes me about 10 minutes to get up and onto the commode. It's excruciating just to move. My muscles feel like they are completely jello. I'm wobbly. I'm nauseated. My mouth is dry. My throat is dry. And I am an absolute, utter wreck. I am not good. This is my story. I'm glad that there's people out there that do good and it is successful. Just for me, at this point right now, this is how I'm feeling. And I noticed that there's a lot of videos out there that are more, yeah, it's painful, but I'm still able to walk. I'm still able to sit up. I can't lie down on my back. I can only sit like this. And then when I need to roll over, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. And it's just tough. It's really tough. It's tougher than I thought. I was afraid of the pain. I wasn't afraid of whether it was going to be successful or not, or any sort of surgery problems. I was scared of the pain afterwards because I know myself, and I think that that's the truth right there. You need to know your body, and you need to know yourself and how you react to certain things. It takes me months to get over a common cold, where it takes friends that I know 3 days. For me, the flu, I'm being sent to the hospital with high-grade fever, dehydrated, and a wreck. And other people just deal with the flu at home and it's over within a couple weeks. So I know I don't do well with operations and surgeries and tests even. I suffer from anxiety, so I do work myself up prior to, and I know that that doesn't help. And so it's really, this is just me coming to you as a sick person who suffers chronically. I'm chronically ill with different things that I have. It's maybe not you. You might do better than me. This is just my story that I'm putting out there for you to update you. I'm going to keep updating you as the time goes on. Hopefully I will get better. Right now it's my incision site that is excruciating. I feel like someone's pinching my spine with their fingernails and pulling up, and it's quite painful. And I just feel an all over body ache. I go through hot and cold flashes and sweating profusely. The clothes on my body hurt. I hope I have explained it so that you can understand it even a little bit. I guess I'll just hang in there and update you as the time goes on, and I wish you luck for your surgeries, and see you soon.